Welcome back to the vlog. I am Gabby from Gabberdashery. I thought I'd better introduce myself at least for one vlog of 2018, and I hope you don't mind me being a bit late on saying Happy New Year. I feel like up to the 10th it's kind of okay, and this is going to come out on the 11th, so shh. But I really hope everyone is having a wonderful start to 2018. I have been extremely productive, just tidying and sorting and decluttering, and yeah, I feel really good about it actually. I had a really good start to the year of just going through like a whirlwind and sorting out all my stuff. And because I was so ill over Christmas, I think I just really needed to do that, like feel better, and then just yeah, make everything look pretty and nice again, because the flat was a state, and yeah, so that was really good. I better tell you what this vlog is about. So it's mainly about what I want to do in 2018, so my make 9, my sewing plans, and also to show you my Christmas presents, because I did get some sewing goodies, so I thought that would be really lovely to share with you, because I love videos of people showing their presents, so I wanted to do the same. Yeah, there's a few little things that I might throw in there, but I think that's it. We'll see where this takes us. So the first thing that I really want to do more of in 2018 is really keep on top of my vlogging, because I let it go from about summer last year, because I was so busy with music and touring and stuff. It became really hard to keep to the weekly vlog, and I'm not saying that won't happen again, but I've definitely got a good half of the year where I can try and get back on track and just utilise my time a bit better. So, you know, I was finding that there were weeks where I was like, oh, I don't have anything in the diary, which means I can either do sewing and vlogging or music, and I was definitely choosing music a lot because I had to get the album done. But the album isn't done. We were ill when we were meant to be recording, and it all went horribly wrong. But it does mean that I've just kind of gone, okay, enough with the pressure, Gabby. I mean, I'm 33 and it's still just, I still just put so much on myself to try and do. So I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to do vlogging because I really love vlogging. I'm going to do sewing because I really love sewing. And I'm also going to do music because I really love music. And I can fit it all in. I just need to be a bit more organised. So this is the year that I'm going to live by my planner. I got this actually this time last year, but it's basically been blank since about July. I started filling it in again in December, and then yeah, the rest of December couldn't anymore. So but this is a Mambi, I think they call it, My Big Ideas Happy Planner. Me and My Big Ideas Happy Planner. And I got the kit that meant that you can just start whenever you want. There weren't any actual months and dates. You can do that yourself with stickers. So I love stickers. I'm very happy about stickers. And because the first page of all was basically, it was for last January, but it's my kind of hi there, this happy planner belongs to page. I'm going to sticker over what I did last January, and so the starting page is 2018 with some other words underneath that you don't need to look at. And January is kind of looking quite bare actually at the moment, but I'm filling it in and I'm working through stuff. I kind of generally start with proper appointments and plans that I'm meant to be doing, like I've got recording drums for the album, my mum's birthday, which is a big one this month and it's very exciting. Yeah, I don't know, just a few little things. But generally I'm trying to kind of keep on top of this part of the planner. Sorry, I'm being really slow about changing it, which is the kind of to-do bit. So it says actually morning, afternoon and evening, but yeah, right. So I've got to-do, crafts and social networks and music, and yeah, I'm kind of trying to keep on top of that. I've got lots of ticks in there already of stuff that I have done, so that's very good. And while I've got the planner out, the lovely Athina Kakou, who's got a wonderful YouTube page as well. YouTube page? I mean, yeah, I guess so. YouTube channel. YouTube channel as well, sent me her ultimate sewing planner, and I've used sewing planners in the past. I don't go very far with it. I think there's something about having it in my planner though that hopefully this is the year that I will properly use it. So it's basically PDF printables, and she's got loads and loads of cool stuff in there. I kind of chose the bits that I thought would be useful to myself. And also I printed it on an A4 page in landscape, so that we've got kind of half a page, so it fits in my planner. I know there's a bit of room above and below, but at least it fits in quite nicely. And I also got this nifty thing, which is basically the Happy Planner hole puncher, so that I can yeah, put things in my planner, because they've got special ring holes, which is very clever of them actually, because they know that if anyone wants to put something in their planner, they've got to get their hole punch, and it's 25 quid. It's really sturdy, but £25 is quite a lot for a hole punch. But I thought, okay, I'm gonna get it and put the planner in. So here is my sewing planner, and yeah, as I said before, I didn't print all the pages because I didn't need them. She has things like on the add-on pack, she has an actual calendar, but I have the calendar, so I didn't need that. And I also, don't know if you've seen behind me, have a McCall's, is it McCall's? I think it's McCall's, maybe Simplicity. I don't know. Sewing calendar that came free with Love Sewing, I think maybe November last year. So that's been really cool, having it actually on the wall and seeing it. That's been really good. So I do recommend, if you have the space to actually have a calendar in front of you, it does help kind of, you know, just remind you of things. Last night I was busy sewing away and Stephen called me and said, I'm on my way home, and I looked up while I was talking to him and I was like, we've got a band practice! So it's very useful. Thank you, calendar, because we would have missed the band practice, or at least been called by a band member saying, where are you guys? And yeah, that wouldn't have been good. So don't worry, none of my band watch this, so I can say that stuff. Anyway, back to my sewing planner. So my body measurements, haven't filled it in yet, but that's going to be the first page. Very useful, very sexy lady. I feel like, yeah, she's maybe something to aspire to. She's saucy. Sewing goals for 2018. I haven't filled in a lot of stuff yet. I'm sorry. I actually was printing it just this morning, so I haven't had a chance. This bit I filled in. Right. I'll come back to it, but my make 9. Gaps in my wardrobe. Pattern wish list. Okay, I'll get to bits that I filled in because this is kind of boring, but there's like sewing shopping list, challenges I'm taking part in. I really like this. So you've got name, deadline, when it's due, and if you've done it and posted it. So that's really useful for things like the refashioners, or I can even do my Minerva Crafts projects in there. That's really useful for me. Sewing for the seasons, again, I really like that. I'm going to fill a lot of this in tonight, but I really like the idea, like, oh, winter, I need a warm jumper, so I put it down. And then talking of winter, there's winter. I really like the little kind of drawings, and that she's put a lot of time and effort into this. It's really sweet. And oh, I can't turn pages today. So January plans. So I started putting my January plans in, and not only things that I want to make, but also the UFOs that I have, my unfinished objects I still haven't finished. I was meant to do a lot of that in December, but I was ill, I didn't get any sewing done. Sewing project, so I've started with the lion sweater. There's a fabric swatch. And you may notice that I am wearing that right now. So I put in my adjustments and any additional notes. I love that it says trace the pattern. I just crossed that out because I do not trace patterns. I only trace vintage patterns, but we've talked about that so many times in the vlog. Anyway, so those are the bits that I filled out. You've got kind of January makes, February makes, April makes, you know, all of that. Each season I've got a little bit, so there's autumn and all my makes there. And then at the end, and I really love this, it doesn't have to be at the end as well. The great thing about PDFs is you can print it in any order. Is, especially for us vloggers, we've got YouTube video ideas, which I love. Clearly have loads of them. No, I'll fill it in. YouTube checklist, so all of this kind of stuff is really good. And then the same for blogging, and then stuff like your sewing related earnings and your expenses, which is something that I've never seen in a planner before. But if I do any commissions this year, which I hope I do, I'd love to, I can put that in my sew related earnings, and I'm sure I'll be filling in the sewing related expenses whenever I'm fabric shopping. Which will probably be quite a bit because, you know, we love fabric shopping, don't we? Also, I've got to get things so that I can show you in the fabric haul, so it's not my fault. And yeah, so it fits really neatly in my planner. I've got a nice little sewing tab and a sticker. So yeah, I think that's a really good way to try and keep organised and on top of what I need to make and what I want to make. And keep a record of it as well, because I really wanted to do a roundup of 2017 and thought that I would, like the beginning of last year, show you what I've made and talk about my favourite makes and, you know, how many dresses I made or whatever. But I haven't really kept such a good record of it, apart from on my vlog and my sew and tells. I haven't actually got a very good record of it, and it means I need to sit through all my vlogs and write them all down. And I did do it last year, but I just can't do it this year. And also I'm a bit kind of depressed about the fact that I just dropped off the end of the year. So, not depressed, that's the wrong word, but just kind of like disappointed, slightly disappointed. So anyway, 2017 is gone. Now we're in the new year and Hobbs is walking around very noisily. Come on up, come up. Ugh. Look who we've got! Right, Hobbles wants his supper because he thinks it's always 5 o'clock, but it's actually 4:45, isn't it? Yeah, so not yet. So that's the kind of planning part, but Hobbs, are you gonna yawn? Hobbs is really funny at the moment. I don't know what he's going through. We've got him on some kind of stress relievers because he's been really stressed, and over Christmas he spent most of it upstairs on my mum and dad's bed because there were too many people around. And we'd go up and find him and he'd sometimes be hiding behind the bath, just shaking. Oh, poor little baby. Sweetheart. But he's always happier when he's home, and we've had really lovely long walks the last few days, haven't we? Yeah, so we're getting him back into his normal self. But he does struggle around holidays. I think a lot of dogs do. I think when there's so much going on and they're not a massive part of it, they don't know how to take it, do they? Because you're not centre of attention, you find that really hard. Okay, anyway, right, let's do my make 9. I'm going to put you down, sweetheart, because I can't show my make 9 with you wobbling about on my lap. Come on, Shaky. I'll come in and feed you in a bit. Right, okay, make 9. So back to my planner. Sewing. And here it is. So the great thing about this is I can just peel it out. Well, I'm not going to, but I could. Right, here is my make 9. Have a look. Really beautifully stuck in there. And all perfect squares that I've cut. So what have I got on my Make 9? Quite a lot of knitting and a new craft, but okay, I'll start at the beginning. Let's just start at number 1. Number 1 is Ysolda. I cannot pronounce the name of this sweater, so I'm going to put it like somewhere on this screen. Fiampor? No. Why did I try? No, I can't pronounce that. But basically, the reason why I put this sweater in here is because I want to do more Fair Isle knitting. I really love Fair Isle knitting. And actually my first ever sweater I've ever done was Fair Isle. So I want to get back to that and more colour work. And I just think the details on that are stunning. So that is definitely something that I want to wear. I think it looks stunning. And I really love the challenge of taking on a knitting project that kind of looks really kind of intricate. So I feel like this is small needles, it's a really intricate pattern, and I want that challenge this year. I've kind of been knitting a lot of just bold one colour things recently, and I need to kind of, yeah, get back to something more challenging and intricate. Okay, number 2, sewing, is the Nina Lee Southbank sweater dress. A bit of a cheat this one because I did kind of make one last year, but I ran out of fabric to finish it, and I think I'm just going to have to finish off the neckline with a neckband and leave it at that, and maybe use some blue cuffs, because I tried to find some fabric to go with it and it can't find it anywhere. So yeah, I don't know how I'm going to finish that, but so I kind of thought I'd put this in my Make 9 to make sure that I make a proper one out of a big piece of fabric that I can actually do, because I love Nina Lee patterns, and yeah, I want to support my friend because she's got a wonderful company, and indie all the way, people. The next one is a shawl. This is by Olga Jazzy Knits, I think, and it's called the Aranami shawl, can't speak, Aranami shawl, and it's lovely, this kind of cloud texture to it. It's really nice, but kind of generally like the first one, this basically means I want to knit a shawl. I've never knit one before, and it might turn out to not be that pattern, but that really inspired me to be like, oh, that's so beautiful. The kind of, yeah, the cloudy texture I think is stunning. So yeah, that means I'm gonna knit a shawl. So I'm gonna knit a Fair Isle jumper and a shawl. Then the Nancy dress by Sew Over It is all cut out and ready to go, guys. So I won't show you it, I'm gonna show you it in my makes, but it's gonna be finished, I'm hoping, tonight. So yes, very exciting. But yeah, I really love this dress. I really love the shape. Everyone I've seen it on rocks it and looks amazing. So yeah, Nancy dress, Sew Over It. That is definitely one of my Make 9. Another one that I've already started. I'm so on it this year. This is all going to stop at some point, but at the moment I'm very proud and happy that I can be like, I'm actually like going through this. Is a granny stripe blanket. So a lot of knitters that I follow online and a lot of vloggers, so Inside Number 23, Jacqueline Salem, who's Brooklyn Knit Folk, Vullenvine Yarns, and I can't remember who else, have all been, oh yeah, Homespun House, have all been crocheting a granny stripe blanket, and every time I see them doing it I'm like, I want to do that, I really want to do that. And I didn't even know how to crochet until the 30th of December. I just woke up and I was like, right, this is it, I'm gonna learn how to crochet. And the lovely Claire from Beautiful Things sent me a crochet kit about a year ago, and I can't believe it took me so long. In fact it was over a year, because it was just before Christmas last year. Well, year before last, 2016 Christmas. So I'm embarrassed that it took me so long, but I didn't get a chance. So the 30th of December, I wrote to Claire and I was like, I'm doing it now, I'm learning how to crochet. Thank you so much for your brilliant kit. And it is amazing, I fully recommend it. She sends you 2 balls of wool with 2 bits already crocheted with lovely progress keepers, a hook, like a really nice clover hook, and instruction booklet and also an online course so you can watch the videos. And she's brilliant. She teaches you really well. It's really clear. And I've tried to learn how to crochet in the past and really failed. So the fact that she's got me crocheting, I'm so happy. And I'm so impatient because I did her beginners class and then I was like, right, I'm going to start the granny stripe blanket, because I had a look at the pattern and I was like, yeah, I kind of know how to do all those stitches now. So are they called stitches with crochet? I don't know these things. I really don't know anything about them. So here it is. There's already like a massive discrepancy between when I just started and didn't know at all what I was doing and now. And how much kind of tighter it was at the beginning, and then I realised, oh no, loose is actually a bit better. But this is meant to be square, by the way, before people go, well, that's not how it's meant to be. That bit is meant to be square, it's a border. I'm using the Attic 24 granny stripe pattern, and it's free and it's lovely, and I'm really loving the colours that I've chosen. So they're all ones that I had in my stash. And also I knitted my mum a cardigan for Christmas, another Miette by Andy Satterland, and that was in this blue. So I thought I'd start with something really personal, and then these are just all that I've had in my stash. Although I did make something with that and with that. So yeah, they're kind of, I like the idea that every now and again I'll put in something that feels really personal. And yeah, I don't know what colour to do next actually. Part of me wants to go back to the beginning and just keep that, but then maybe I should just do lots and lots of multicolours. But I really love crocheting. I've also got really into the idea of making stitch markers. So I made this little guy out of a Harry Potter bracelet that my husband gave me, like as a kind of freebie with something else. And yeah, he's so cute. And I also made a whole load of other ones over there, but maybe I'll show you later. But I'm totally hooked, love crochet. So I'm really excited that kind of, I've made one of my Make 9, but more on that later. Started another with the granny stripe, cut out another with the Nancy dress. And then the next is McCall's 5747, I think. I want to make the trousers. So I've been on a quest for high-waisted, nice, kind of peg leg trousers since I started sewing, and since I've been talking about it on this vlog so many times. And loads of people have sent me patterns, and I've tried all of them. None of them have quite worked for me. They're just, I don't know. I don't even know what I don't like about them, but like the ultimate trousers I quite like, but I don't love. Yeah, I just haven't found it yet. And I kept seeing this pattern pop up on people's feeds, and they were all awesome. They're really beautiful. So I really hope these work. I've already got the fabric and the pattern because I chose it as my next Minerva Crafts project. So I'm really excited that that means that it will definitely be made in like the next few weeks, because it needs to be done by the first week of February. So yes, that will also be done very soon. Another knitting project, Jacqueline Salem. I absolutely love her vlog. I think she's one of the sweetest people ever that I have come across on the internet, and she's very, very talented, and she does knitting patterns. And this sock pattern, the Irving sock, is the whole reason I want to make socks, is to make something like that. It's really, really beautiful. But I said last year I was going to try and make socks. I didn't. This year I'm definitely going to make socks, because again, my next Minerva Crafts project after the trousers are going to be socks. So I'm going to start socks finally, and then I can make the Irving socks once I've done one really simple pair. They're really beautiful. Can't wait to make them. The next one is the lion sweater from Iron Patterns, and I've made it. So I've made it in this kind of interesting fabric. It's kind of like a scuba. It's a sweater knit, but it's not like a super soft one. It's quite soft inside, which is good, but yeah, it's quite interesting. I feel like if I went out in the rain, it would just bounce off me. It feels quite waterproof. Really love the sweater. I love the puffy sleeves. I love the snaps. And yeah, I'm very, very happy with it. It maybe is a little bit big. But I kind of like the bagginess, and I think it's meant to be quite loose fitting. Yeah, it is definitely meant to be quite loose fitting. But I might try it next time, just taking it in a little bit on the sides, just to give it a bit more of a silhouette, and also take the waistband in a bit, make the waistband a bit smaller. But apart from that, I really love it, and I can totally see myself making loads of them. So yes, tick! Can I do a tick? I'll do a tick in a bit. And then the last but not least is the Zinnia skirt by Colette Patterns, and this features on loads of Make 9s because it's such a lovely, lovely pattern. And I've never made just a button down simple gathered skirt, so it's time for the Zinnia. I believe it's by Colette, if not by Seamwork. No, I'm pretty sure it's by Colette. I've got the pattern. I think it's all cut out, the pattern. Well, at least it's all printed out because I've got the PDF. And yeah, I'll make that probably in the next few months, hopefully. So I think I might be able to do all my Make 9s this year. We'll see. Right, I'm rabbiting on, and I haven't even shown you my Christmas presents yet, so I think that is next. Alright, Christmas present time! So the main, not elephant in the room, but like amazing thing in the room is behind me. Pegboard! My wonderful, wonderful husband, he really spoils me, got me a pegboard, and I've been talking about wanting a pegboard for years. I mean, I just haven't shut up about it, and I've been really close to getting it. Like, I got paid, so I went online and got it, and then I was like, oh no, I just don't know what size, and kind of chickened out basically, and he bit the bullet and got it. He got it in yellow, which is just the best thing ever, and with it came like amazing things like the actual pegs, and I'm gonna do some close-ups so you can see that, and it's just amazing. And I found a spice rack outside someone's house when I was walking Hobbs, and it was a kind of a grey metal spice rack, and I was like, oh, if that could fit on there, that could be perfect as a little shelf. Because I have got a shelf, it's actually at the top there, but it doesn't quite fit in properly, so we're going to do some doctoring to that. Anyway, Stephen, the DIY god, cut the dowling off two of the pegs that I didn't need and has added it to this spice rack, and then bought me spray paint so that I could make it awesome and teal. So I will show you all of this while I'm talking about it. But yeah, so I've now got this amazing kind of like shelf rack thing, so I can have my patterns in there and my pens, and oh, it's just amazing having a pegboard and having everything so easy to grab, and I can understand why everyone goes mental for them and why I've wanted one for years, because they really are that good. Also, my name is on there, Gabberdashery, so that's really cool that he got the letters, and yeah, I'm really thankful for the whole thing. It's amazing. And all of my sewing presents are from Stephen, because he just totally gets me, doesn't he? So in my stocking, of course that was from Father Christmas, not Stephen, sorry. I've got some Merchant and Mill goodies, so they come from Liberties, and there are, I can't say this, entomology pins for extra fine fabrics, and black bulb safety pins, which I got last year as well, and pretty much use them all. I absolutely live off these. They're so useful. I actually ended up taking them on tour and putting together a whole dress with them and fake flowers one day, because I forgot my stage outfit. So they are incredibly useful. And then what's this in my stocking? I can't remember. Yeah, I think this is also in my stocking. Lots of poppers and buttons, and like this kit that's got so much cool stuff, like jeans buttons, and I don't know what else you call them. I guess they're a type of popper, yeah. So that's pretty cool. And just such a useful kit. And then in my main present, in leading on from that, Stephen got me snaps. Yes! There are so many cool ones. I love all the colours, and I've already used 3. And it comes with the tool as well, which is really easy to use. I fully recommend these to anyone, by the way, and if anyone's watching going, oh, I just need to get a little present for a sewer, snaps are brilliant. They're just so fun. Like, I didn't even really need this detail because I sewed this by accident. I actually sewed the neck band to the whole of it, which I wasn't meant to do. You're meant to sew it to each flap and then you can close it, but I ended up doing it by accident, and the snaps are there basically for decoration. But I'm so happy that they are, because they really like add to it, and you know, it's just really nice to put little things in like that. And I got to use my new presents, so it was a real win-win. I think that's it for sewing presents. I got an amazing music present though. My whole family and Stephen kind of organised this lump together to get me a radio mic, which means that I'll have a wireless microphone and be able to run around the stage, and I'm very excited about it, as you can tell. But yeah, I hope everyone had lovely holidays. I know everyone doesn't celebrate Christmas, but I hope whatever you did, you had a bit of time to yourself and to enjoy yourself, and with your family and friends, or dogs and cats, or whoever you want to be around. I hope you got a bit of that time. Yeah, and hope everyone's having a wonderful start to 2018. I'm going to be back soon next week. I don't quite know what yet with, but I've got a few things in the pipeline that are going to shake things up a bit, and I'm not going to strictly be a craft vlogger this year. We'll see what happens. So yeah, I'm really happy to be back vlogging, and I must go and feed my lovely dog. So I will see you soon. Lots and lots of love.